No one knows what they are doing. This ash timber is literally free. Why are you selling it so low? I am forced to buy because apparently I do not have free will. Everyone's getting online for the evening and they want my goods. Ha ha ha, the plan works. Alright, so what's actually selling? Scrolls of experience, but those are going for like 6 each in Jova on Shoal, which is pretty nice. There we go. There's my oak board undercutting. So that's mostly what I've been doing, is I've been scooping items off the market really cheap and then processing them into boards or ingots because my processing, yeah, pretty high. So I've got the important stuff down, and then I just fish while editing videos. But I want to finally play the game. I haven't been able to actually play the game. And this is why you watch my videos, and you like, and comment, and subscribe, because you get all the good tech. So early morning is pretty miserable, because that means that people have, like, bought stuff throughout the night, have bought all the good things, and then no one's dumping early in the morning. Around afternoon, like right at noon, is probably the best time to buy raw resources and then start listing your stuff, because then people get online, they go through their plans, and you make money. Bro, having money in this game is so OP, even though I'm kind of poor right now from buying everything I see. Copper for 25. I also picked up these fragments for 40 each, so that means each ingot cost me like less than 2 silver to make. So yeah, I'm going to buy all of that. And let's see how much ingots are out here. 5, 4 on a little bit of undercut, 4. So I can list for 350, and then we're making 1.5 silver profit by this amount. Never mind, I'm suffering from success. All my guildies are in Nuela, so I can't get a weapon upgrade, so I can't train. But I'm just processing crazy stuff. I'm making 40 copper ingots and I still have 4 gold in my pocket. No one else in Miraleth has apprentice processing at bargain prices. I thought all the drama around Jaden Animations becoming a VTuber but wanting to stay private was stupid because, like, when you're a celebrity, you just lose those luxuries because you choose to be a popular figure. But I've become everything I hate because I created these problems for myself. I'm not allowed to complain. But people were selling copper fragments for 20 copper each. How can I leave? Oh my god, I've been playing the game all day, and I can finally play the game for real now. I got some upgrades so we can have a legitimate adventure of Melee Bard. Just going through a wolf task real quick, and then I'll show you guys what I'm up to. But that's not bad. That's not bad. My hard work is paying off. So we got our full epic gear. This is giving us the epic bonus, which is pretty nice. 14% flat physical defense, and then 24% constitution and mentality. So as we gain levels, this is just going to keep on scaling. And then I have an uncommon magic greatsword for the adept, which is really nice. And then I also got the uncommon book, which finally puts our magic power into something respectable at almost 110. I want to get all dustbound, but haven't seen that opportunity. Turns out the best thing to do was jewelry crafting, and then you get dustbound, and the dustbound stuff is super cheap. So you can make tons of money that way. Jeweler. Ah, dang, I should have picked up some Meyer rings since I couldn't get the, Actually, no, dustbound doesn't have rings. Dustbound is just the necklace for crazy magic speed. The earrings for crazy magic speed. Look, that's only 2 copper ingots. Who cares about the rubies? And then the rings you can't really use. So yeah, I can upgrade into Mire Woven. But I've also set up the ultimate sightseeing route. We go Oakenbane, we hit the Titan's Ring, and then we just, like, loop. Actually, so we want to come in on Briarmoor, and then we just loop all of this, and then we get our kill quest. So we just completed a ton of wolf quests. And then we can just kind of keep going. We got Goblin Task, the Otters, Minotaurs, and then that's going to end us back into Miraleth. The worst thing that, like, bro, it can't be my GTX 1080. Like, it's actually still a pretty good and competitive card, except Unreal Engine 5 really doesn't play nice with it. But I was doing fine on the other phases. Like, I wasn't getting this at all, so I don't know if it's network stuff. I don't know if it's, like, the summoner is causing way too many issues for the game. I just can't get rid of the stuttering, and it's really sad, and no amount of game update seems to make it better. Ooh, wow, that's a regular glint. I might have chose the wrong thing to do. I'm just better off power leveling to 20. That's like the weird thing about this game, that if you try to do too many things, you just realize it was better to focus on one thing. I couldn't just stick with one thing. I'm making ingots, which takes time, but I'm also making boards, which takes time, and then selling them to people takes time, but at least it's kind of consistent money. It takes like 2 hours to do something with them, and then another hour to sell, so I could have just been out and about questing, or just 3 hours of chopping trees and getting like 2,000 wood, and that would have just been better. Okay, so the pest quest was a bust since I made it to this part, search near the raid site. I feel like I did that in the last phase, but I don't remember how I did it. The quest is just like weird how it annoys you, but there's a lot of people in Discord that are asking like, hey, how do I get past this part? And of course, no one ever responds or answers in Discord. So let's just finish off these. Oakenbane is right there. Then we're going to get the fattest cash-in ever. Also, these guys are nice because they're not the 1 stars. And I don't think there's like as many stream weavers here, or maybe not even healers at all. So it's actually doable. It kind of sucks that I can't show a lot of gameplay because my game lags so much. There's also not much to it. It's like, well, I'm going to go here and kill some things. And there's just a couple minutes of killing some things. Alright, guys. Comment down below. How much experience are we going to get after popping a 25% scroll on that? I think it'll just give it to us if we go underneath here really quick. Oh no. Does it not count this underground part? That would be silly. Can I get like this one little pixel? Aw. Steven, why? There we go. Objective complete. So let's hit that adventuring experience and let's complete all commissions. 81,000 experience. Oh boy. Tons of chests as well. I mean, if we go like 3 silver each, we could maybe get some kind of money value out of that. I guess we gotta, oh yeah. And then all this glint. Hell yeah. Which actually isn't a crazy amount. So, all that, less than an hour's worth of work to just kind of run around and get all that. Man, it's one of those things where I get distracted doing things, and it kind of turns out that some of my original ideas were the best, where it's like, just run commissions. But if you want to stay on that processing side, like, buy timber off of people, because people, like, they have an inventory full of wood and they don't know what to do with it, so they make timber and then they sell it at a loss. Then you go out, like, chop the wood, and then you turn those into boards, and then that's where you get your money. But while you're processing boards for like an hour, 2 hours, do commissions. And then the commissions will give you the glint, which will give you money to fund your board making, and then you can keep cycling it that way. Pretty much my biggest throttle was like, I'd make all these boards, I'd list them. That'd be out of money, so I couldn't do anything else. And now we're back where we started, and we got all this stuff, so yeah. Oak boards, all my Jova stuff is selling. How much money are we at? We're at like 1 gold, so I don't need to know what's sold. I'm just going to claim it all since there's not too much stuff. Yeah, someone came on, like, see, it's evening. Someone got home from work. They took care of their daily stuff. And they got their 2 hours they're allotted to play for the night. And they spent all that time crafting swords and apprentice stuff, and that's what I'm for. So now I gotta restock Jova. But I was out of money, so I don't have anything processing there. The life of a processor, it really is like, yeah, you need to spend more time to get like a nest egg of money. But whenever I get a nest egg, I see something neat on the shop, and it's like, I can't not buy 10 epic zinc for 8 each. Well, there goes a gold. For the Dustbound Earring, though, I think 77 is fair-ish, because, like, you gotta make your money back after training jewel crafting. Fine. I'll buy that. And then back to what I was saying, like, it does seem just the most optimal, unless you can buy wood at 10 copper, which sometimes happens. You buy some, like, super-duper unload timber. Oh, sick. I did the plan, and that makes me happy. Yay. Oh, dang, that's 15,000 experience I should have popped a scroll for. I just saw that, and I got super excited off of it. I mean, cool. Oh. I left a lot of stuff here. Never mind, the plan works. Sawdust and slag is worth money. Never mind, I'm far more... I was also upset. I'm like, I spent the entire day. I'm effectively where I started on gold. I do have some gear upgrades, but I didn't, like, make giga amounts of money. I'm also just thinking about the total amount of time I've put into the game. I can't know for sure, because, like, half of it has just been AFK editing videos and stuff. That's what I do whenever I'm rendering a video. I just go out and fish, which is why my fishing is, like, level 20-something. Which really hasn't given me too many returns. Not like I'm selling the epics for crazy amounts, but the crates are still really good. I don't know how many hours I played, but, like, what if I just did, like, 40 hours of only chopping trees? Buy timber, use whatever raw resources I have to just make boards, flip the boards, and then go back out and just start chopping all the trees again. Because let's do some napkin math. So I said you can get, like, 180 trees per hour. That's actually ambitious. Like, 160 seems to be the play. And then you're getting 200 experience per, but if you have a scroll going, maybe we feel fancy and we actually have, like, a heroic scroll going. So that's 34,000 experience per hour off of just trees. Which actually isn't a lot, because then I thought we'd be closer to 2 million experience, and then that would scale. But you also have to think about, like, getting the uncommons, and then you might have several legendaries and like tons of epics, like the money factor. But then if we're also making a lot of boards per hour, we saw that 80 boards, like boards are almost 200 experience each, so that like doubles off of just making boards. What does Ash's Codex say about experience tables, character cumulative experience? Oh, 6 million to get to level 20. And I was like, oh, what about level 10? So I mean, like, we knock off that 400k, because like that's free. That actually doesn't really change anything. So we'd probably be about the same level, just richer. But I mean, that's the weird thing about the game. If you actually try to multitask to optimize multiple parts of the market, you just burn yourself out. Like, I'm not burned out, my brain is just cooked. And then you actually end up getting too inefficient from being spread too thin. Exactly, that's how cooked I am. But, and then it just kind of shows, like, oh, if you were only questing, or if you were only doing blank, or you're only here doing X, probably around the same. So it's kind of neat that you can do whatever route and still, like, not feel too bad for it. Herbalism's probably pretty good. There's a lot of just mining in general, but you can't do, like, that board conversion as well. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do with the rocks. Like, you just vendor those and then sell the rare ones, and then hopefully you get more money that way, and then you just make metalworking stuff. Like, I am in a good position. Like, maybe it is the long game. If the long game is when Journeyman pops, and I'm double dipping when, like, people barely have any Journeyman processing, we could go crazy. But I need the money to actually afford, and I need to get that stock up, and then things are kind of wild after that. So, yeah. Probably a lame and boring video. Because my gameplay has just been bricked by trying to make videos, AFK fishing for half of it, and then trying out new things in the early access because no one knows what they're doing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.